I'm just sitting here. If anyone wants to come in and talk, that's awesome. I'm just. Uh-oh, let's just mute that. Ouch. Mute this. And it's gone. So let's get in order. Got some drinks, and I've got some popcorn in this natty looking bin with some corgi dogs on it, because this is a corgi household. We love corgis. Corgis rock. That's about. Interesting as my chat thing seems not to be here. I don't know where that is. Okay. I'll just go with it. Let's get this working. So, come in. Take your shoes off. Take your pants off. I don't care. Whatever suits you. Beautiful day. Let me just double check. Now, I was outside a few minutes ago. And on our very accurate, for some reason, thermometer, which is on the wall outside, read 76 degrees. But let's just double check. Temperature in Houston, Texas. And the temperature is 77 degrees. Pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. It's to get up to a high of 83 today. Goodness me. Yeah. 30% chance of rain. It's a beautiful day. It's an absolutely beautiful day out there. I was just out. I could see over to my neighbour who was sitting in his back garden, taking in the beautiful weather. I was actually contemplating just going to my swing, porch swing thing at the back. It's not an approach, it's at the back, which me and my dog love. My dog just loves to climb up in that with me. He gets up beside me, lies long ways with his head on my lap here, and we have a great time. Started swinging, and we just basically sit there for hours, maybe even fall asleep. That's awesome. And day like today, why not? You see, getting over a cold right now, and I was doing some work outside yesterday, so I'm still a bit run down from the cold, and I seem to have, like, what it's been is I seem to have a good day and a bad day, and today's kind of a bit run down, but feels as if I should crawl back into my bed for a bit, and that's okay. I'm not going to do that. Going to affect my sleep pattern too much today, but I will go and just have a nap and watch TV for a bit later in the afternoon, maybe. Hey, it's the holidays. Who cares? And besides, I'm still recovering from quite a bad cold. It was the cold though, not COVID. Oops, popcorn. Just a cold. People still get the common cold, contrary to popular belief. So, it took a lot out of me this time, because it hit me in a bad time. And so, hey, I had COVID in September, yeah. And that kind of, well, wasn't so bad. Kind of wrecked me for a bit. But I came out of it, well, But I did feel a bit weaker after it. And I'm more prone to catching colds and things, I don't know. And then I got this cold. So the doctor gave me some crazy free spray. I don't know how to use downstairs. No spray. Which might be working. On the other hand, it doesn't look much different from the stuff you get from the Dollar Tree, but cost me $52.99 to fill that prescription. They wouldn't recognise my Aetna card for that medication. Seems to Just didn't work, because what I had was like for about 3 weeks with this cold, I had this constant, it was a head cold, and I had a constant just blocked nose, and I must have gone through 20, 30 nose sprays. But this thing seems to have definitely knocked it out of the park. It's gone. I'm breathing. Still a little stuffy, but believe me, this is an improvement. I had like a solidly blocked nose for 3 weeks, which is awful. It was affecting my speech. It was like I was on the phone to my mother, and she's saying, I was saying it was like the old TV commercial for tunes. Yeah, you got to be British to know this, but and the guy would come to the kiosk to buy his train ticket, and he'd say, "I beg and pardon, pound to Nottingham, please." And the guy behind the kiosk says, "Tunes, you need a tune." He takes a tune. He says, "The second class return to Nottingham, please." I kid you not. So, anyway. Let's eat some popcorn. This is good. Comes with 3 different kinds. Where's the lid? Oh, it's on the base. You get butter, this stuff. I'm not sure what this is. Is this salted? I don't know. It's Christmas popcorn. Oh, it's white cheddar. Caramel, white cheddar, and popcorn. I should eat some here because my favourite is the caramel, and unfortunately that goes too fast and you're left with other stuff, so I should try and spread it out. Well, popcorn's very good for you. Very good for you. So, anyway. What about those stocks, right? Let's have a look. AMC. See what Kenny's doing to it today. He's no, it doesn't look so great. Neither does GameStop. Noticed a new thing on Twitter where the bots are claiming to be GameStop shareholders, and they're attacking AMC suddenly, and trying to make a division. That's obviously garbage. Obviously, the work of bot masters, which I have a video I uploaded a little while ago about what they're up to, and I think you should go watch it because that's the truth. I know what bot masters do. I know what it's about. Those people are bots. Quite often on Twitter, you get these people. It's the ones that don't respond who are the most obvious, and the others, because they do respond, doesn't mean it wasn't a bot that posted it. It's just the bot master was looking in, and he typed something there to make it look like he's not a bot, and it is bots. Very divisive what these people do, and obviously it's to undermine the share prices. So don't be taken in by them, and we can win. I think what's most impressive about this community is the fact that there are so many of us, and there is unity. Absolutely. I mean, people have held this long. Let's look at a year. 4 million people holding for a year. What's the real number? I don't know. I guess. It's like someone was asking the other day, my Twitch feed said to me, how do I know I'm holding real shares or fake shares and all that stuff? I said, you're holding real shares. And he said, no, but there's so many fake shares. Yeah, there is. It doesn't matter how many of them are phantom shares. As far as your broker's concerned, they're real shares. They were bought honestly. And your broker, this is interesting because, in other words, what I'm saying is, you are not the buck doesn't stop with you; it stops with your broker. And if somebody, let's say your broker was JP Morgan, whatever, you're dealing with something like that, and you think you have 500 shares in AMC, he was sold 500 phantom shares. I can assure you that JP Morgan solicitors would be arguing for you, because that's real. Because they are responsible. The buck stops not with you but with your broker. A new broker in good faith has purchased these things for you. I believe that's how it is. So there's really nothing to worry about. It doesn't matter how fake your shares are, they're absolutely real. Well, that sounds stupid, doesn't it? So I was write on a piece of paper, I own like 200 shares and something. Oh, look. No. Talking about the hedge funds, market makers in particular, who have sold you these things. Sold you this lie. Perhaps you had perhaps you bought calls and they expired in the money, and he gave you some shares, which he didn't own. Well, guess what? Those shares exist. He, at some point, the market maker, has to stump up for those shares. And this is what I love about the lies that the shorts tell. They like to play this down and deny it's so. It is so. It is so. So we're playing a game, a rigged game, in a rigged casino, where the house can just create shares. Now, I think the law for creating shares should be the same as like creating money. It's forgery. It's forgery. You have forged something that doesn't exist for financial gain. So what's the difference between forging money and forging faking shares? There's no difference. No difference. Point is, so we are in the right here. Whether the wrongdoers will be taken to task and made to pay for what they've done, I don't know. I'm not convinced enough has been done right now. I'm not convinced that enough will be done. And this is more frightening. I mean, you look at the SEC. Yeah, two things here. You look at the SEC, and you think that it takes them 4 years to bring a case to trial, and it's against something like a mom and pop store. This time, of course, the Department of Justice seem to have stepped in. They're looking. I think most of the apes basically caused that to happen. But I think the interest of politicians at the start of the year, who have been quite quiet since then, unfortunately, and I think we have to really get senators involved. We had Ted Cruz and we had AOC. From two different. When did you ever see those two on the same page on anything? And so that is interesting to see people from different sides of the house angry about the same things, about the same abuses that's going on in the stock market. Unfortunately, there are people in power. I don't want to go into that. Talking about their investment interests. So that's something that has to be changed. Hey, it's okay. I mean, I don't disagree. I think politicians investing is a great thing. It's just, we can't have a situation, though, that people can benefit. And, there was some talk last week about... let's just leave it here. I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Eat some popcorn. That'll shut me up. The truth is, we should be winning this fight. I'll be winning this fight. I don't know. I believe the short squeeze is going to happen. in the face of what the shorts are telling us. And I think that in light of recent things over on Twitter with people, all the bots just suddenly appearing, trying to create a division between GameStop users, GameStop owners, shareholders, and AMC shareholders. Well, I hold AMC and GameStop. I have no problem with that. And the fact of the matter is that whatever anyone says right now, even if they honestly believe what they're writing, let's say it's not one of them is not a bot or whatever, and he believes this, there are more AMC investors, far more than there are GameStop investors. It's two different. It's a similar fight, but it's a very different fight. And I think if it's going to happen, if GameStop is going to happen, I can assure you it will be after AMC. No, I don't think. I just don't see. No, let me just get this straight. I've been in GameStop from the beginning. I have some GameStop, but I just don't see that as the fight now, because it's like it's just not there. I'm not feeling the same momentum. I do feel that momentum with AMC. So don't worry though. One goes up, the other goes up. I can assure you. And it's not just those two. Now I'm not going to talk about Sundial because I hate Sundial. I don't like Sundial. I don't think it's a good stock. I've never seen, and this has gone back several years of experience from investing. I've never saw any stock drop to 60 cents and below and recover. Never. Well, saying that, I know one oil company which fell down like that. Was threatened with delisting when it went under $1, which is basically what happens when you're under $1. So it stayed under $1 for a long time. Then there was a massive pump and dump, and that stock went up to about $3. I don't think it was as high as $3.50. Massive pump and dump, and then just collapsed into bankruptcy. Do I believe Sundial is going to be the let's see, the no, I don't. One that bucks the trend? No, I don't. And the reason for that is simple reason. Is I don't trust the management in these companies. There's a reason why they want to become bankrupt. Sundial. There's a reason for it. The simple answer is they declare bankruptcy. They wipe out all the debt, and they also wipe out equity holders. That's you and me, shareholders. And then after about a year, they come out of bankruptcy. Same people are still in charge. This is typically what happens. Believe me. And they award themselves a lot of shares. So start selling, have an IPO, and start selling shares again. So that's where I see Sundial. I don't believe in Sundial. I'm not short. I never short anything. But if I did short, it would be that, because it's garbage. Now I said this. I've been saying this for long enough. Watching that share this week is just. But let's have a look at what it's sitting at. You see, I just don't believe that stock is going to buck the trend. And I don't believe it's a real meme stock neither, so there you go. So, everybody to their own. I had a few thousand. I had a few thousand Sundial. And I threw in the towel with it. On its last tiny spike. I just threw in the towel, took my tax losses, as we do at this time of year. But the the money I took from I bought EMC. I bought more EMC. What can you do? Let's have a look. Sundial, 60 cents, 0.6035 right now. But if you believe it, fine, Great. Go for it. I hope it works out for you. So, I've even tried day trading Sundial. It was alright. It's recouped some of my losses because my average was over $1. What a load of garbage. I don't even care. I don't even care about the stock. I care. What one other thing about it is, and this is something I've noticed, the stocks that I trust least of all is when the headquarters are outside the USA. That's experience talking. Mm-hmm. Read into that what you want. I think the rules are quite different. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that is. Some kind of Russian talk coming on. Hello? A Russian thing going on here. Var in goal. Var in goal. No idea. So, anyway, I would argue that you shouldn't be misdirected. There are only two plays right now. It's AMC and it's GameStop. I have other plays. Hey, I do this often. I've been doing this for a lot of years. I'm in other plays right now. But I'm not going to tell you what they are because I want you to keep your money in AMC and game. Let's do this. Let's get this done. And then afterwards, let's talk. When you've got your seed money, let's talk about those plays. And I'll tell you why I believe those stocks are going to the moon. Literally, in a couple of cases. You'll understand why later. But for now, looking at a slightly depressed market, what I like to do is look at the... Let me just get it up. I like to look at the portfolio of Warren Buffett. Oh, hold on, I'm not even signed in here. A moment doing that. Sign myself in so I can see that portfolio. Now I like to look at Warren's portfolio because that's the real truth. More accurate than the Dow. Tells me stuff. Okay. Not sure why they're getting this thing. Hold on a minute. Weird stuff here from... I don't think so. I don't think so, AT&T. What are you sending me this stuff for? AT&T wanting my personal details. I never had that before, so I'm going to do that right now. Logged me in, but it was trying to get personal stuff out of me. I think so. Yeah, so let's have a look at Warren Buffett's portfolio. It's trying to load. Unable to load your portfolio. Just a minute, and we'll see. Warren Buffett. Go on. Waiting for ads. Okay, give that a moment or two. And on here, aha. Here we go. Okay, no, it's not good. So Warren Buffett's portfolio, he's got 15 out of the 25 shares that 25 stocks that I've fallen from his portfolio are down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are just up a few cents. So I would read into that. The things are not going swimmingly today. Let's see what's down. Amazon, Tata Communications, Moody's, Chevron, T-Mobile, American Express. I hate that company. Spy. Apple's down a few cents. I wouldn't worry about that. So, for Warren, Amazon, Charter Communications, and Moody's. Down a little bit. But they're very expensive stocks, so I wouldn't worry so much about that. Let's look down at the cheaper things. It's not so bad. Actually thinking about it. Things don't look too bad. Things don't look too bad. It's just a few under $1. Most of the shares that he's got are down. That's nothing to him. 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Okay, 12-ish stocks are down just a few cents. Definitely under $1. 82 cents is the highest one now, actually. And then Moody's, it gets into real prices after that. Moody's are just $1.57 and so on goes up. But look at that. So yeah, slight upturn in the market and things could be looking better. That's my real gauge. I want to say that to you. This is my real, where I trust where things are happening. Let's have a look at my ultra aggressive pie. That's scary, doesn't it? My ultra aggressive pie. Okay, we got, let's see, we're down at 7, but again, the lowest is biggest thing is 82 cents down. That's nothing. 57 cents, 31 cents, 8 cents, and then we've got 3 up. So that's actually, you know, all in all, I would say there's some sentiment in all this, and I think it's good. And finally, let's look at the meme stocks. Let's have a look at the so-called meme stocks anyway. Mostly down. Mostly down. Oops. Back to that. It's gone. Oh, just a minute. Need to get this page back. I seem to have issues loading my portfolio right now. Meme stocks. And the Tesla is the biggest downer. It's down 1140 or 1%. 0.05. That's pretty nothing. Meme stocks. And the only two that are up, in my opinion, the RMR Group and GameStop. It's no big deal. Let's open GameStop up. Got $4. He's in there somewhere. Down 30 cents. Oh well. Wouldn't worry about that. Let's go back to my chat. So, all in all, I would say that doesn't look so bad this time of day. The Dow's up $35.71. No big deal. It's really no big deal. I have to say I don't really care about the Dow. I don't even look at it. Warren Buffett's stocks tell me more than the Dow could tell me. No kidding. That's experience talking. You know, when this MOAS happens, you're all looking for something to invest in. I'm going to argue a case for you. Why you should be investing in what Warren Buffett does. Because that's where the money is. Regular income. I teach people about ETFs. and a couple of awesome plays. You think this is a good play? What do you see? I've got one. I've got one that's so good. I honestly believe Elon is going to buy them out. I believe that, and I hope that happens after we've gone to the moon with AMC and GameStop, because we'll all be on that. And we'll take that ride with them to the moon. Company which it wants a bit of what Elon's got. And I figure he's not going to sit back and let that happen. He's going to take that company into private ownership. Quiet. And he's going to do that. I've held it for a while, and when my money's freed up, I'm going to buy a lot of it. Popcorn. Pauses. A little bit more, and I'll put this down. And so on. Let's now look at my great 10. See those? Just refresh this page. I'm not quite sure what this guy comes in and posts stuff on my video. I don't know what it means. Something to do with Russia, is it? NGO. BORNGO. I don't know what that is. Never click on YouTube ONG YouTube spam bots. Okay. HRCNG. Nah. Okay, some kind of spam bot, I guess. It wasn't you. It's bots all day long. So I'll just sit here for a while, see if anybody comes in. Chat about something. Or not. Wrap it up. So, what's happening, huh? In the stock markets. Happening. Have a look at the level 2 AMC. To data. Well, we'll do this. No, it's not. Let's have a look. Any good news? Mm-hmm. I think I'll buy some EMC. Just looking at it now, thinking something. Kind of odd to see a slight spike from GameStop and CMC down a bit. That's a clue to what we're up against. And he's playing a game, he's trying to divide us all today. Huh. Okay. Little purchase of AMC. Very nice. I'll take it. I'll take this dip. Thank you very much. I think part of my problem with a lot of YouTubers, some YouTubers, is a lot of them had no actual positions. I mean, I was talking about someone who I used to watch, and then it dawned on me that all he ever bought was options. And that's playing wrong and against what we're doing. Saying that, nobody should be telling you to buy or sell shares or to hold them or whatever. That's that's your decision. I can tell you what I'm doing. What you do is your business. That is legally. Definitely buy some more. See, yeah, I don't buy options. I don't care about options. I hate options. If you buy options, you may as well just hand your money to Kenny. You must just, wire it to him. Why not? Just say, Kenny, here's my money, because that's just the game is rigged. You can't win it, and the money that you give him, rather that you lose trading options, will be used against you. So what's the point? And I don't short shares. I think the French are glued up. It's illegal. Did you know it was illegal to short shares in France? Illegal. Not here, apparently. And then, of course, you look at the stuff like payment for order flow, and look at how that came about in the beginning. And apparently Bernie Madoff's fingerprints are all over it. Can you just believe that? Bernie Madoff, come on. And there was a time when Kenny actually opposed it at a time, years ago. Thought it was a bad idea. Now he thinks it's a great idea. Why not? Because it's benefited him, allegedly. But as I say, long story short, I don't buy options. I don't trade options. I hate options, and I don't short shares. I buy long. Always been long. When I say I buy EMC, I am buying the stock, buying the actual stock. I hold that stock. It's mine. Not like Friday comes around and it's my gamble, because that's not the case. Stock indefinitely. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to think. Right, I can't tell you what I want you to do, but I want you to think about options if you're trading. Realize that it's better to buy the stock. And anyone that tells you that you can make a lot of money trading options, it's talking nonsense. Because the fact is, you can lose a lot of money trading options. Reminds me of a guy I used to know who would He'd like to tell you when his horse lines, he betted on the horses, horse racing. A total gambler. He was always telling you how his horse lines were up, but he never told you when they were down. See what I'm saying here? And this is kind of confirmation bias thing going on. Oh, so really it? You know, I don't know anybody who's ever invested. I know a lot of people, and has consistently made money. It doesn't work that way. You have to price in your losses and expect them even. I had a couple of losses earlier this year. Virgin Galactic. Now, I'm not letting go of that. I'm holding on to that stock. Unfortunately, I bought the stock the day before Richard Branson decided to dump lots of new shares on the market, and the stock price collapsed. How can you fix that? Ridiculous. He was wrong. He was wrong to do that because his own greed allegedly seemed to backfire. Because although he created more share prices, more shares, they were worth less. And this is interesting. The more he created, the less the shares were worth. So it doesn't matter, you know, if you, I don't think it made him any wealthier. You know, I'm going. But now, anyway, but someday I expect those shares will pick up again and turn around. And I was actually contemplating just pulling the plug on it for my tax losses, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to let him win. This is actually I want to say something here about Richard Branson. Growing up in the UK, as I did, I used to get my Star Trek monthly from the Virgin Megastore, and I'd go along and get my Star Trek monthly, which was published by, what was it? Was it a Marvel or a DC? I'm pretty sure it was of course it was DC Montana, yeah. And this went out across the world, obviously. But what was interesting about the Star Trek monthly comic magazine, they actually published real prices on the front of it for the countries that they sold the issues in. So obviously they had the USA, Canada, I don't know, did they have Mexico? Maybe. I'm pretty sure they had something like that. And then oddly enough, the UK, which so they had all the main markets that they were selling in on the price actually printed on the cover. And I'd gone to the Virgin Megastore to get mine. And what was awful about it is the Virgin Megastore used to get price labels and put it over the UK price. This is true. And so they were charging you more for the magazine. And then there was another thing about it, is that they got around this by, this is their argument, because I pointed it out to some guy there who got the manager, and he said to me, "Oh, don't you see it's in the import section?" I says, "I don't care. You have the price printed on the cover." So I think that was the last time I ever bought anything in Virgin. And after that, I would go to Forbidden Planet to buy my comics and magazines, because I've had enough of them. And that's kind of greed. To be honest, knowing that, I'm the fool for buying into Virgin Galactic Space SPCE shares. So, but I'm holding them. I'm going to hold on to them, and hopefully it turns around. At least I get something back before I totally write that position off. So anyway, long story short, I've never met anyone who consistently makes money. You can consistently make money. Let me say, gets everything right. You can't get everything right. Unexpected things like that happen. You know, you buy shares or something, and you discover the next day they've just dropped a couple of million on the new shares on the market. That hurts, believe me. I've never been into share dilution. There's nothing good comes out of share dilution. And I mean, I saw a lot of in the past year, we saw a lot of people arguing stuff for share dilution of AMC, and every time I've opposed that because I know what that means. You know, share dilution is not good. It hurts the company. Okay, and you can argue stuff like, oh, such a company diluting the shares. Look at that, the share price went up. Yeah, but for how long? A couple of days, a week. Ultimately, the shares are diluted. So, I think that's something we have to. That's something we have to watch. When it comes to AMC. I hope Adam Aaron decides to hold off with that kind of stuff for throughout 2022. Just hold off until this is over. Let this play happen. Let it all happen. I'm quite sure a lot of us will be buying back in. I'll be buying AMC again. I'll be buying a big chunk of it until I see it and sitting on it forever because I like the stock. That's about it. Like the stock. Let's see where we are now. Is that down 27? Page is not even updating. These are not real prices. We know what. Oh dear. Nice. Oh, it's definitely a day for GameStop. I'm gonna go off now. Maybe do some trading. I want to buy some AMC. This price. Bought a few earlier. Gotta buy a few more. Just watch GameStop and see where it's going. An interesting day. One's up, one's down. That's not a common thing. Let's see. Now, is the market open on Friday? I wonder. It's open on New Year's Eve. Let's just double check. The market. Eve. Go on. If you wonder if the stock market's open, yes it is. Yes it is. So we've 2 more days of trading. 2 more days of trading to take your tax losses. The thing. I've already taken mine. It all helps. Reduces your profit, you know, so that you're paying less taxes on. I mean, it's well, you take it this year or next year, it makes no difference. But I got rid of some dud stocks and piled that money into AMC. What you doing? Oh, I'll go down now. I'll go do that, and I will see you later.